So it's being called to my heart to say something to the women out there, and this don't have nothing to do with Pilates. So if you're looking for Pilates, keep it going. My name is Andrea, and I'm 52 years old. I'll be 53. My husband is what they call an avoidant. And in November of 2025, I came home from work and he was gone. Now, for about a month and a half, I was shook. I kept thinking, well, what did I do? You know, as we women will do, I put it on me. And then I took myself off to the mountains. Me and the dog, we went off to the mountains for 3 days. And I got it together. And so here's what I want to tell any woman out there who is tripping over yourself, trying to figure out why the person you're with, no matter what gender they are, that you can't get them to hear, you can't get them to see. They've turned everything around on you. There's no reciprocity. Let me tell you, the way I looked then is not the way I looked now. You will never get someone else to see you if they don't see you, because they don't see themselves. In finding myself, I have realized that many times we women, we want to help, right? We want to help. We want to help people on their journey. We can't. He and I went to one couples therapy session, and with 10 minutes, the therapist looked at him and said, "Oh, okay, so you have an avoidant attachment style." I had kind of been hearing about this. He sent me home with some chapters. My husband is 65 years old. I said, "Oh, Lord Jesus, I ain't got enough time left on the earth for him to figure out his shit from childhood." And I looked at him and I said, "Well, then I'm glad you're gone." So let me tell you, women.
Shut up.
People, with the way she is talking, you can tell she is the red flag. I mean, come on, guys. Another red flag is just the fact that she is 52 years of age on TikTok. She's 52 years of age on TikTok. Man, if I saw my mama on TikTok, I would be so pissed. I'd be like, "Mama, what are you doing? What is the purpose? You know how old you are? You know you know your grandmother. You know that, right? So let's start acting like it. You know, grandmothers back in the day weren't doing this. You know, grandmothers back in the day were leaders, right? The ones that could actually lead somebody. Now you have women today. I mean, like, what is this? What is this? This is somebody's grandma. And you just saying he just up and left. I mean, come on. And the fact that you're on TikTok crying and complaining about you kind of just prove his point as to why he just up and left. And then you said the guy is 60, I think she said 65. She's 52, he's 65. So, I mean, like, what are we talking about here? Like, ma'am, this dude is 65 years of age. So you jumping on TikTok acting as if you are a teenager, which once again, this kind of goes to the point that a lot of you women have arrested development. You think he has the patience for that shit? Do you think he has the patience for a grown woman to be jumping on TikTok crying and complaining? No. So you know she is a headache at home. You know she just runs that mouth all day, and it is one thing for a woman to run her mouth all day, and you know what? It is what it is. It's my wife. But it's another to be a headache, to be a burden, and obviously you was a burden. And he's like, "I'll be damned if I die listening to her." It's just sad to see grown adults, elders act like children. I mean, the older we get, you just be like, damn. Like, I mean, y'all people just damn destroyed my childhood. I'm sitting here thinking that adults are gonna be adulting, but when I get older, I'm just like, I mean, damn, why y'all end up becoming children? Why do we have adults acting like children? And then it be the people that graduated with your mama and your dad, with your grandma. Then you have a wig on, the lipstick don't look the way it should look, I guess. And then, I mean, once again, just the way you talk, just the way your mouth move, it just makes a nigga mad. And you're over here talking about loving yourself. I mean, come on, sis.
You can't heal in the place where your person who is not healing is there. Because that means you are leaking energy, they are sucking your energy, and you are becoming a dry, brittle husk. Do you see me? Do you see me? He just left in November, girl. I'm a whole brand new person, literally a whole version of myself that not even I myself have seen. And I'm filled with joy. I'm filled with love. I'm filled with abundance. He told the therapist, she told me I was emotionally retarded and that I was blocking her blessings. And indeed he was. Because once I peeped what I peeped, it was all that negative energy that I don't get down with. You will never change anyone else. The only one that you can change is you. And I know so many of you are going to stay in your position because you're going to go, oh, well, somehow y'all equate struggle with love. And that was the difference. You know, it was a month and a half. I'm calling him like, what's going on? Trying to figure it out. And in his absence is when everything I thought I saw clarified for me. And I said, oh, no, good sir, you got me all the way fucked up. No, because this life is short. This life is wonderful. A lot of times we women are afraid to be alone. But let me just tell you what I have found in returning back to my home where I live with my name on the title. Peace. Peace, calm within myself. Don't be worried about what it's going to be like. That you're nervous and scared is because it's never happened, but it doesn't mean that it's going to be negative. And oftentimes what happens is when they see you living and thriving, then they'll come back with some bullshit about, you can't go back. Like you can't go back to that old job. You can't go back to that old apartment. You can't go back to that old life. You have to create yourself or recreate yourself. What you see before you, girl, new wig, new skin, new hair, new life, new health, new wellness, new abundance. Because one thing I would tell you that I know deep in my soul is that your body will never steer you wrong. A lot of y'all is just stressed the fuck out, and you'll see. You will see, because no sooner did that man leave my house and I saged the fuck out of that house for 2 months. For 2 months. I lost the cortisol weight, I guess. So stop pouring into a cup that don't even have no bottom in it. When people don't love themselves, they can't love you. And if you're asking, but it seemed like it was so good in the beginning, here's what I've learned. People who know they got something in them like that, they do this thing called mirroring, because they choose people who do have joy and love and compassion, right? Because they want that. Don't let them take it from you, honey, because it's the only thing that we have. And it is literally your life force. So no, this didn't have nothing to do with Pilates. But I keep running into people and I think they think I'm fucking around. And I'm like, no, sir, because no. Let me tell you. And I told it to my husband. I'm going to tell it to y'all. I will never, ever, ever let a man fuck up my life. No, I might come down with something, but honey, it ain't going to be over no man. Okay, life is too motherfucking short. You don't have to explain yourself to not any motherfucking body, because here's the other thing I've learned. Half these people walking around and your family, your friends, your whoever, they're not happy. And so when they see you said, oh, toodaloo, motherfucker, they wondering why they don't do the same. Live your best motherfucking life. And if that means you have to let people go, all that means is those people aren't meant for the next version of you.
But that shit there, no can do, guys. Alright, bitch, you going too far. No can do.
Once again, just say that you're bitter and that you're triggered by him leaving and you're upset by it. But don't jump on, like, there's no reason to jump on TikTok and do the same thing that all of your other young, dumb sisters do and your young, dumb women do on TikTok. Just cry and complain about their own problems that they created themselves. Once again, what 65-year-old man has the patience for a woman who has a mouth like this? For a woman, I mean, because once again, she seems like she's slick at the mouth. I ain't even gonna lie. Proof that even your older women have tainted mindsets now. Your grandmas of today have a tainted mindset. I mean, just look at this TikTok video.
You know, I remember, I think it was my grandma, that the way that someone treats you at the end tells you exactly how they felt about you the whole entire time. I'm grateful that I have a skill set. I'm grateful that I realized that I control my response I am grateful that I do the work. Because listening and reading and knowing how my initial feeling was to be like, ah! The time that you take ruminating on what reality is showing you, that right there, that's more energy that you're allowing that other person to seep away from you. If they can't be reasonable, they only get more mad because you don't put up with, right? Tried to talk and have a conversation. He wants to devolve back into emotional. I hang up. I don't want to be so bothered. And I finally said that I don't want to be bothered. I don't want to be bothered with your emotional drama. And then I sat in my car and I listened to this song. What is she? Kisa Soul, I think it is. And I just loved how quickly I was able to get myself back into alignment. I posted the video in my stories. I walked out to a full rainbow. And for me, that rainbow says, honey, you right on time. So in following with the energy, literally the energy that's in the air, y'all make your move. You can come up with all the excuses about why now is not the time. There's never a good time for anything.
Once again, sis just come on here just to show how tricky she is. I mean, the dude left for a reason. So this is another video where you essentially taking shots at him. Come on. He left for a reason. This dude is so old, I'm pretty sure he could care less about anybody having to hear his side of the story. He's just like, man, listen, it is what it is. Y'all see what I'm talking about. Y'all see why I left. Hey, brother, listen, all power to you. As I stated before, I don't know any 50 to 60-year-old man who has the patience to deal with the attention-seeking elderly woman. But look, guys, do me a huge favor, man. Leave me a like, leave me a comment, subscribe to the channel. To the next one.